Right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful lake out there pushing his word and truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful lake, the believers, the listeners that have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right, what I'm going to do today, all right, this is the first edition of Hebrew Hobbies. You know, me and the elder brothers of Hob, you know, always talking about, you know, detaching from Babylon, you know, and when you detach, all right, from Babylon, all right, you know, should try to, you know, get into our culture, you know, get into our heritage, you know, what we did, all right, and we're going to get some precepts to prove it. But what I'm going to do, all right, show you how to make, you know, an amber oil. You know, amber is a good resin. You know, this is the amber here. All right, and as you can see, you know, that's why the store I got it off of Etsy is soulniche.com. All right, they got some pretty good golden amber, because that's the kind of amber you'll want. All right, because they got, you know, low grade amber, but this is pretty high grade. You know, it break down easy, as we finna see. All right, but this is just something, you know, I like to get into in my spare time. You know, don't take a lot. All right, like you say, you got the amber, you know, golden amber, the grapeseed oil, you know, you can get from Whole Food. All right, and the reason I use the grapeseed oil, because it's a good oil for the skin. You know, it activates the vitamin E and the vitamin C, you know, within your skin. You know, keep you, you know, hydrated. All right, and this amber, the benefits of this amber, you know, it's good for inflammation. It's a good pain reliever. You know, you got sore, you know, different sorenesses. It can help, you know, aid with that. You know, and just something to put on every day. And plus, it, you know, got a real nice smell to it. You know, so it's an all around, you know, good resin. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do, you know, is let's get the resin out. Alright, so it don't take much. You know, this little bit here is maybe, you know, about 2 grams, you know, 2 or 3 grams. You know, with 2 or 3 grams, you can make you about 4 ounces, and it'd be pretty potent, you know. So you wanna let me break it down with my right hand. Alright, with this, like I say, it's an easy breakdown. You know, you don't have to beat it, you know, as much, you know, as you know, other resins. You know, other resins you'll usually, you know, have to kind of pound it, you know, but this one here, it breaks up, you know, pretty good. You know, that's why I like to use amber. It's another one, white sage, dragon blood, you know, which we'll get into that, Lord willing. When I get some more dragon blood, I'm gonna make a hair, you know, and beard oil with some avocado oil. You know, that'll be the next one I make, Lord willing. All right, so let's ground it up. It don't take long to do that. You know, you get the pestle and the mortar. You know, it doesn't take, you know, 2-3 minutes, and you pretty much ground the amber, you know, into a powder. All right, so you have so lucky for my camera work. But all right, now that amber, you know, was solid, but now it's a powder. All right. So what I do now, all right, I have the pot, you know, and we're gonna put it on the stove. So now I get the grapeseed oil. All right. So you pour not a whole lot, you know, because you want to make sure you get a potent batch, so you can't pour a whole lot of oil. So I like to say 4, you know, 5 ounces, you know, maybe. And what we'll do, all right, we got the oil in the pot, so we'll put the oven, you know, on a real slow. Put it on low as you can, because you want it to steep. You know, you don't, if you got too high, all right, you'll cook the smell out. You know, so you want to keep it low, you know, to a low simmer. All right, and then the next step, all right, is just to be to add, all add your resin in the oil. Yeah, sometimes the resin get kind of sticky. So get all that resin out. So you got the resin in there, you know. Now I'm just gonna go through a process, all right, where you use a fork. Oh, all right, use a fork. Now I'm just gonna mix that in there. About a good 2-3 minute stir. Now it's not gonna take long. Once you get you a good stir, like 2-3 minutes, just stirring it, and you kind of let it sit. So what I'm gonna do, you'll repeat that process about 2-3 times, because eventually all the resin, will evaporate, within the oil, with the amber, with the white sage resin, and the dragon blood resin. Then they got some Palo Santo resin. It evaporates in the oil. Now frankincense, it doesn't do that. Myrrh doesn't do that. You kind of have to, steep it for about 30 minutes, 40 minutes, to extract the smell, and then you'll still have some residue left over. But with this amber, it's going to eventually evaporate into it. You're going to repeat the process of stirring it, for about every 3 minutes for like 10 minutes, maybe 10-12 minutes, and then you'll have, a finished product. All right, so I'm gonna get some precepts in the next clip, and we'll come back with the finished product. All right, Shalom. So let's get into the scriptures. Now when you go to Genesis 12, all right, it's like a Genesis 2 verse 12. Let's go ahead and get the interlinear. We can read it from there. All right, it says, "And the gold of the land is good. There is bdellium and the onyx stone." All right, now this is talking about in paradise. The Garden Eden. All right, which we know is our homeland. All right, but the whole earth was a paradise, and our land of Israel, all right, was the headquarters. All right, it was known as Eden. Eastward in Eden. But when you go into this word, all right, in the Hebrew, it's badalak, all right, badalak, all right, and it says i.e. a gum resin. It says something in pieces, a fragrant gum, perhaps amber, because when you go into amber, all right, amber is known to be one of the oldest, all right, all right, resins, mentioned in the scriptures, and people who deal with resin say it's one of the older resins, that there is. All right, so let's go from there. Let's get Proverbs 18. All right, and 1, it says, "Through desire, a man having separated himself, seeking and intermeddleth with all wisdom." So as we, separate, from this society, from, everything that we was taught, the way that we was raised, trusting on Esau, Edom for everything and his information, we separate, from this world and tap into, our culture, tap into the earth, tap into the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Because first and foremost, we get our foundation from the scriptures. Everything we do is based in the scriptures, man. So we elevate in the spirit. We tap more into the earth, man. We tap more, all right, into the wisdom of what Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, has put in the earth. Now, we don't have in its fullness, and we're not, telling brothers just to go overboard. It's according to your spirit. This is just suggestion. You know, there's just some things that I get into, you know, during, you know, my downtime, man. You know, keep me occupied, you know, so I don't be idle, you know. So I just want to, you know, bring the scriptures, because everything we do is based, you know, upon the scriptures, man, you know. So we're going to get back into the oil. All right, so back to the oil. You know, I went through the process. Like I said, you stir it about every 3 minutes for like 10, 12, 15 minutes, you know, whatever to your liking. Now this is the result. You know, the amber, you know, has resolved, exolved in the oil. You know, it's dissolved in there. So what you have at the bottom, that's some myrrh residue I had in the bottom of that mortar pedestal. So that's myrrh that you're looking at, but all the amber has completely dissolved, you know, within the oil. Now, what I like to pour it in would be, you know, one of these Pyrex glasses. You know, it's good for pouring. So I'll pour the oil in there. And it's all amber oil. The amber has, you know, completely, you know, dissolved in the oil. Say all this that myrrh residue. I leave that in there. I just wash that out, you know, to get all that residue out. But here you have, you know, this is all your amber oil, you know. Like I say, made right at, what we at? Close to 4 ounces, you know. Close to 4 ounces. So what I do, I take these, all right, these 2-ounce amber bottles, you know, these little glass bottles, all right, and I'll pour the oil, you know, within there, all right, and that'll be your amber oil, you know. So I poured it, all right, and here, and I have me 2-ounce bottle. Then I pour another bottle that'd be like almost another full bottle. So I got about a full bottle, and the third, about 3/4 of another bottle, you know. So it's a full bottle, about 3/4 of another one. But like I say, that's your amber oil. All right, that's the outcome. Like I say, easy to make, you know, not hard at all, pretty quick. You know, like I say, you let it, once you finish the stirring process, you let it cool down for like, you know, 30 minutes to an hour. You know, let the oil cool down. Say then you ready to pour it up. And like I said, the grapeseed oil is good, you know, for your skin, as far as you know, making the vitamin C, you know, activating the vitamin C and vitamin E, you know, within your skin. And then the amber resin, you know, you and y'all can look up all these benefits for yourself. But the amber resin, you know, is good for inflammation, you know, good for soreness and pain, and it also has, you know, a great, you know, sweet smell. All right, so that's something you can do, you know, in your downtime if you're into it. You know, make you some oil. But that was the amber oil. You know, I say it was pretty easy, you know, to make. I say, Lord willing, you know, when I get some more dragon blood, I'm gonna make us some hair, you know, and beard oil. You know, so till next time, shalom.